Print, email, Facebook, Twitter. More. Mount Gambier's healthcare suffering due to unaffordability and unreliability of flights. Experts say unreliable and unaffordable air services are adversely affecting healthcare in the Mount Gambier area. Experts in South Australia's largest regional city say the concerns have been raised by locals as part of a Senate inquiry into flight prices in regional, rural and remote locations. A one-way Rex flight, the only airline to service the area between Adelaide and Mount Gambier, ranges from $175 to $487. Maureen Klintberg, presiding member of the Mount Gambier District Health and Advisory Council, said it was essential they had a reliable air service for the regional area, which services a population of some 66,000 L. She estimated there were 60 doctors at the local hospital in the state's southeast, which included fly-in fly-out locums, as well as 40 visiting specialists. But Ms. Klintberg said healthcare in South Australia's largest regional city was suffering because of the unaffordability and unreliability of flights. We know of specialists who now, instead of flying the morning of, fly the night before because too many times they've had the flights cancelled, she said. Patients with serious illnesses have been affected, especially anyone waiting to see a specialist in Mount Gambier or trying to get to Adelaide or Melbourne for vital appointments, both a 5-hour drive away. Ms. Klintberg said it also did not bode well for luring medical professionals to the region. One of those aspects we were looking at was attraction and retention of staff and other professional workers within this region to attract those job positions, she said. In relation to access to training, upskilling, that we have an air service which allows people to travel, maybe, back and forwards in one day. Second airline needed. Business owner and president of the Mount Gambier Chamber of Commerce Lynette Martin said health, tourism and business were all being affected. Price, reliability and scheduling were the key factors in businesses making decisions about traveling by air, she said. And we found that was consistent with all sizes of business, and that's limiting air travel to and from Mount Gambier. Ms. Martin said they would obviously need to increase passenger numbers to make it more commercially viable for other airlines to think of offering flights to and from the area. Some years ago, we had 2 airlines operating out of MG, and passenger numbers were higher than they are today, so it's interesting to contemplate, she said. In a survey by the Chamber, many people called for a second airline to drive competition. It's been my experience that services operated by Regional Express have become more consistently delayed or cancelled, one person said. It makes business travel extremely testing and has even prompted thoughts of relocating the business to Adelaide. Another survey respondent called the current scheduling of early flights to Melbourne disgraceful. On at least 3 occasions we missed or were late for important meetings, they said. As a matter of course we'll drive to Melbourne to get connecting flights. All those concerns have been outlined in more than 170 submissions to a Senate inquiry into air service delivery to rural, regional and remote communities across Australia. In its submission, Rex said a rise in ticket prices was, among other things, due to higher airport charges by local councils, and that competition in regional areas can drive prices up, not down. Submissions have now closed and public inquiries wrapped up, with the committee due to report in September. Print, email, Facebook.